Hi, Christy.
What's up, Kelly?
Oh my God, it's Podcast Thursday.
It is Podcast Thursday. Thursdays are my favorite day to podcast. I think we should just hold this time on our calendars, like, indefinitely.
Always?
Yeah.
I do like a
Except for-
Thursday.
Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, I do like a Thursday because it's like a Friday Junior. It's a promise. And then if you're doing something cool, like podcasting on a Thursday, then it's an even more exciting day. I think that's why I like a Thursday. We could do it on Mondays to help ease into the work week, but
No.
you wouldn't get a very excited us. You'd be like, podcast.
Yeah, I try to keep Mondays as light as possible. It's always funny when people want to have, like, when clients want to have their status meetings on Monday. Like, in theory, it's good, but
Yeah.
also I haven't even gotten my shit together yet.
Yeah,
So, like,
you're
oh,
like-
wait, hold on. What do I do for a living? This is very stressful.
What
Who
tabs
are
did
you
I?
people?
Yeah, what did I leave open on Friday? I forgot. What's my password? Oh my God, you need me to do good things.
Wait a minute.
I had yesterday off. Today felt like a Monday, my first call. Sorry, I had to open my first meeting and I was like, the fuck is this meeting? Oh my God, I need to have like dress clothes because I have customers on the meeting. And then when I got on the meeting, I did not have customers on the meeting. I just had internal people. I didn't know their names. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, I'm not organized. That was just one day off.
Why did you have the day off?
It was my daughter's birthday yesterday. She was
Aw.
20 yesterday. I don't know how I feel about no longer having any children who are teenagers.
Well, mine are about to be teenagers. You want to take one?
No, actually. I do know how I feel. I feel rejoiceful. You're just coming into it. And I have adults, young adults.
Aw.
Yes, I spent the day with my daughter. We did a macaron cooking class. And
Maroon?
macaron. You know
It's a
those two.
macaroon. I know what it is. It's called a
Yeah.
macaroon.
No, it okay, America. No, it's not. It's called a macaron. If you were going to be really North American, you could just say macaron. Don't try to roll your R's. Anyways, that cookie. What a temperamental bitch that cookie is to make. I now understand why they're $5 a piece. Holy shit. It's not the ingredients. It's the blood, sweat, and tears.
Was there wine at this?
No, it was a regular store in a mall, sur la table. It was really fun, but no, there wasn't wine. I should have asked if it was an option, although it was 9 a.m., so maybe that was the reason there wasn't wine.
I mean,
But
you're West Coast. You
yeah,
can get away
true.
with
I
that.
could have said my heart is in the East Coast, so it's noon. But it was interesting because there were two teams of 4. It wasn't a competition, but wasn't it? So everything's a competition. It's Olympic season, lady. Everything's a competition.
And the Super Bowl.
And the Super Bowl, whether you like the outcome or not. And anyways, this damn cookie, she's like, it's raining today. It was raining yesterday. So in case you all thought it was always sunny in California, it isn't. And she's like, this may not be the day that you would normally make these cookies because there's too much moisture in the air. And I'm thinking, dear God, this cookie has that kind of an attitude. It dictates what day of the year I can make it. And then of the two teams,
It's French.
one team gets fair. One
Of
team,
course, it has an attitude.
it has
It's
to
French.
have an attitude. I am better than all of you. One team's KitchenAid blend. That was my French accent from a French Canadian. It was terrible. Their blender was over by the stove and our blender was over by the sink. And she's like, that could mean that their meringue making goes faster than yours because they're by the stove where it's drier. And I'm like, really? Not only does it matter what it's doing outside, it matters the temperature in my kitchen. Holy shit, this is not a cookie for me, man. I'm a cooker, not a baker. And I thought, ooh, I do have to tell you, though, they were beautiful and they were delicious, but they were heavily influenced by the lady who was leading the class.
Okay. Well, should you ever, first of all, they are pains. They're like doing a souffle. I mean, it's just not like, it's like try really hard not to fuck this up, please.
Yeah. And even when you try, you will still fuck it up. And when you fuck it up, you can't go backwards. You can't fix it.
You stupid Americans. Anyway,
start over.
I think I was Russian more there than French.
That's definitely Russian.
That was
I thought
very
you were going
Russian.
for a saucy Russian cookie.
Listen, I don't know what I'm going for today. I'm going to listen. My 7-year-old just tried to run away. Okay, he got mad at me because I pulled his iPad and he like packed up his bag and like walked out the front door. I'm like, hey, bud, we're gonna have to walk back in the house. Yeah, we're gonna.
Don't we all have those days?
I mean, I get it. Like he's like, I'm leaving. I'm like, no, buddy, me first.
Yeah.
Me first.
Here's a new
Back
plan.
oh,
You're mad at me. Let me leave. You
yeah, right.
stay here.
You stay here. No, but going back to the macarons,
Yes.
my friend, if you ever need them or have a craving for them, my friend has a company called Little French Cookie, and she makes them and she ships them all over the country.
Little French cookie. I'm gonna look
It's
this up.
yeah.
Also, your friend is a sucker for a a really tough life. She's like, "You know what? Let's find the hardest thing to do, and let's do it repeatedly for money."
That sounds like her. I mean, she's also like a finance consultant guru, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know, does like CFO level work.
So she's
So
already
she's
used to
meticulous.
Yeah, I was gonna say, she loves a spreadsheet and a temperamental cookie, this girl.
Temperamental cookie. I got a couple temperamental cookies around here, like the
Yay.
7-year-old that I remember when I was 7, like running away to the apple tree, which wasn't very
Yeah,
far. I could still see my house, but
yeah.
I mean, I'm just
Who
like, okay, bro,
Yeah,
we're
who
not,
didn't?
we're gonna have to stay
Who
in the house. Let's keep our
Yeah.
crazy in the house thing.
Yeah, don't let the neighbors see our crazy kiddo. Keep it in the house like we've done for many, many millennia.
Just, take it to the backyard. Okay, let's be civilized. Go out the backyard and scream your head off. That's fine. As long as I know that no one's going to steal you and no cars are going to run over you.
Yeah, because then mom's gonna get blamed. So
I'd also miss him,
also, I
Kelly.
miss you, and it would be unsafe. Yes, I was going to quickly follow with that.
Sure you were, cause
Remember, I have 20-year-old as my youngest now, so my need to be, real safe mom is nothing. I've seen the way my daughter dresses when she goes out sometimes. I mean, clearly I have no say anymore. She showed me the other day all her tattoos. And I was like, I knew of a couple. I did not know that you could count on more than 2 hands how many you now have.
no way.
In fairness, there are these really fine, petite, tiny, cute tattoos in a variety of places. So, with all special meanings. So they are delicate and pretty, but they're numerous. So it's like, well, who am I going to say? I have 4 tattoos. So I can't be like, you can't have tattoos. But, anyways, they're adorable. But there were many. She's like, Mom, I have to tell you something.
I have
Yeah,
been permanently marking my body.
I know. It's never good when your child of any age, Mom, I have to tell you something. Boy, here we go. What is it?
Well, speaking of lifelong decisions and tense moments, it's the
Yes. It's the most wonderful time of every other year. It's
yeah,
I love the
hold
Olympics.
on. Oh, I was doing the math and I did it wrong.
Go
It's
on.
like carry the 2. No, I was like, it's every 4 years. I'm like, no, that's just the winter and the summer and the winter on and off. And I was
Uh,
trying to explain that to my kids, and they're just kind of looking at me like, whatever. I don't know. After this week, I kind of want to like jump down the luge and just like take my
yeah.
chances.
You're like, fuck it. Give me the skeleton. I'm going to do it. I can understand why someone came up with that one. They're like,
This-
let's head
it,
first down this fucking ice path.
it was a mom. She's
That was
like,
a mom. She's like,
no, you're
I
not
already
leaving. I'm leaving.
Yeah, exactly. I get to leave first. I'm the one who's going to go head first down this ice path because everything is already on fire. So fuck it, let's go. I saw the 2-man luge yesterday. I have so many
I was
questions.
watching it too.
I have so many questions about the luge in general.
Like,
Also the camera angles. But when it was 2-man luge, 2-man luge, I was like, who came up? They're like, that cool thing we do once in a while on our own down this thing with the blades? We should do it with 2. Get on my lap. Let's go. It's a
no,
terrible idea.
what's really funny is I was watching that with a friend like that just happened to be on, and we're both
Huh?
just kind of like this.
Yeah. For a lot of angles, it looks like there's just one person, and then you're like, oh no, there's another person
I
right
mean,
underneath there. That's a bouncy track for there to be one person sandwiched on top of another.
it's just it seems like wasn't it enough just I guess but if you don't wanna go by yourself, right? Like, this is scary.
I'd like
This
to
is
die with
scary.
a friend.
I would like to die with a friend who may or
Oh
may
my
not
God.
be kind of up my ass. It's fine.
Literally and figuratively. I would like to understand. I believe at some point you've committed, I'm in a sport that is conducive to the summer or the Winter Olympics. Let's stay in the winter for now. And you're like, okay, I'm athletic and I want to do something and I want to compete at the Olympic level. which one should I do? And then who looked at that and was like, that's it. That one's for me. That's the last one I would do.
What parent says, "Hey, kid"?
The parent whose kid won't get off their iPad. You know what, kid? Go outside. I got an idea for you.
You're bored? Here's the luge.
I'll
If
give you
you
a board.
survive. I mean, it's like I watch it and the whole time like, how? Like, yeah, that hurts. That hurt.
Yeah, and you can see them like, and also I would accidentally scratch my face with those gloves on. You see, they're like kitten murder mittens. I would probably be like, oh, something's in my eye. And then it would be like, yeah, bitch, those titanium pokers in your gloves are in your eye now. Those are terrible. Anyways, I do have to admit, when I was watching the luge the other day, I body shamed a wee little bit because it was men. And I said to Andrew, he looks a little pudgy. Now, mind you, they're in these like streamlined lycra suits, but I was like, he looks a little pudgy to be an Olympic athlete. And Andrew's like, they have to have some weight so they can get some speed up to go down the track. Okay, fair. But I apologize to the guy who doesn't know I body shamed him the other day.
In your head, but now you've said it out loud on a podcast. So congratulations, Kelly. It's out there forever. We're talking about the sports we judge.
Yes.
Should we keep going with the sports we judge? Because I want to talk about the sports we love.
Yeah, let's talk about the sports we love first. And then no doubt we will get judgy.
Ice skating.
Which kind?
Not the dancing's okay, but I like the jumps. The quad god did not disappoint.
Quad god?
Did not
How
disappoint.
do you feel about the flip, like the back flip? Like he wasn't the first to have done it. There was a girl who did it.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Shirley Bonelli is her name, right? She's French. She
French.
knew she wasn't gonna medal and she said, F it, I'm gonna do this
She's
flip.
like, I'm gonna mark my performance one way or the other.
I loved it.
You loved it? Yeah. Did you see the Japanese guy who skated right before the quad god in the team event? And he scored like 100 and whatever. And so it was during the teams, not in the individuals. And I can't remember his name and it will take me too long to look it up. But he was so excited and his performance was so brilliant. And he looked like he was a pocket-sized individual. He was so petite looking. But my God, he was so excited. And I do love that. I don't love it. Skating's not my thing. Probably because there's no universe where I would be a figure skater.
Oh my gosh.
Could never, would never.
I used to skate on my pond back when I was young and just like dream of being a figure skater and
Yeah.
I'm such a girly girl. Like I'm like the costumes and the drama.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm dramatic. Let's have some drama.
Yeah. I'm the last bit of your statement. None of the start of your statement. If you're going to put blades on my feet on a pond, I'm more likely going to play hockey with it.
Well, speaking of hockey, our girls beat your girls. And then I text Kelly because I had to talk shit. So I was like, oh, the U.S. just beat Canada in hockey. This shouldn't happen. That's like your one job, Canada. Anywho, so I sent her a text just being me, talking shit. And she responds and was like, oh, it's the women's. And
I think I said it's just the women.
You said it's just the women's. And in my attempt to tell her what a sexist she was being, let's remember my inability to spell, I said, you are such the sexiest. Or you're such a sexiest.
You're like, you are such a sexiest. And I'm like, yes, I am. Thank you.
Like, son of a biscuit. Like, it just ruined everything for me. I'm like, come on.
It was a sick burn.
Doesn't know me well enough to know that
Probably
I don't mean
does.
the words I'm typing. Like, think of a different word. And then
I think your phone typed the most likely. And it was like, sexiest indeed. But yes, you're right. And I will say, not only did your U.S. team beat the Canadian women, like you really beat the Canadian. It was like 5-0, I think.
Nothing. Yeah, it was like
that's a spanking.
Beatdown. It was
a beatdown.
It was a beat. But also too, okay, before we move off of ice skating, so I'm not really into ice dancing so much because I like the jumps and stuff. But I gotta tell you, Madison and Evan from the U.S., did you watch them?
I didn't, but I did see it quite a bit after the fact.
They won. Let me make sure I'm saying the truth. They did win gold. Yes, yes, yes. I think so.
And
Yeah.
this was ice dancing.
This is ice dancing, but can I tell you their performance was and they're married.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't that
What
cute?
yeah.
But their performance, the in the short I think it was the short program, was just like she was the bull and had like was
I
like
saw that she had, like, a red
the
I
ca
thought
that was her
she
cape.
had the red cape. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm sorry, she wasn't the bull. She was
No,
the
she was
matador. The
Matador.
other one.
Yeah.
My bad. Although there was one
She
part
was the
that
sexiest.
well, I mean, like, the chemistry, like, I was like, "Somebody turn on the AC in here." Like, holy shit. Who knew ice dancing could be that sexy, but, I'm like, "Guys, save it for the freaking room, man."
Yeah, yeah, get a
Anywho, I don't know
room.
if they have to, like if you're married to your teammate, if you get your own room or if you have to, like, bunk in together or, like
They probably have to share. Well, if they're Canadian, they definitely have to share, there's no budget. I don't love the ice dancing because, again, it's just a little underwhelming when there's no flips and jumps. Because 'cause don't they always have to be touching or something? There's a rule
No,
around
they
that?
don't. They have to be touching for a sequence amount of time. They have to do spins that are, like,
Mm.
completely in sync. There's a lot of stuff. There is one point, though, where, Evan Madison jumps, she's got her skates on his legs, and
Ow.
I'm like, "Man, you better not piss her off. She'll just, like, toe pick.
Whoopsie. Yeah. Whoopsie, sorry. I mean, who hasn't
Sorry.
accidentally who hasn't
Sorry
accidentally on purpose kicked their husband in the biscuits? Just
or
not with toe
sorry that I just
picks.
sliced your femoral artery, okay? Hope you don't die, asshole. Just kidding, that got dark and dramatic really quick. But anyways, so for me,
Yeah.
one of my favorites is ice skating. What's one of
Okay.
your favorites, Kelly?
I got to watch so I love the freestyle air ski or snowboard when they go off and they do all the spins and flips. So not the half pipe stuff, but when they go off the one ramp. I love to watch that. And I also love to watch the moguls, skis or snowboards, only because it's just like how I imagine I would be if I were on those skis, except my knees would not be together. I would just be bouncing down the hill. I just love to watch it for the drama and the holy shit, are they going to make it? Although this morning, because my animals woke up so early and I got out of bed, which is unusual. I hate getting out of bed early, but I did. And so I got to watch them somewhat more live this morning. And I was watching this ski cross and it was snowboarding. I don't know if you've ever watched it, but it's basically for people racing and it's a combination of crisscross sort of trail, but also not moguls, more ramps. And so they're trying to just race down and beat each other. And I watched the Canadian kid, I say kid because my children are older than him, get a silver, but he got a silver behind an Austrian skier who's the reigning Olympic gold medalist in it. And it was down to the like last couple of feet on the line. And I just love that part. So the Canadian got the silver, but I was cheering for him like it was my job, like he was my child. I'm like, go Canada. That's what I love about the Olympics. But so
So you
long
do root
answer.
for
That's what I
Canada?
love.
That was my question.
I do root for Canada. I don't know that I could ever not root for the country I was born in. I don't know.
Fair. I'm not
Yeah.
judging, I'm just clarifying. Kidding, I'm with you. I love the jumps, the spins, the turns. I do like the half pipe too, though.
Mm,
I really enjoy that. But, what I love about the Olympics are the stories, right?
yes.
The rose from the ashes, the terrible accidents that happen along the way.
Do
Lindsey
we
Vonn comes to
Yeah.
mind.
I was
So
just gonna
let's
say, do we wanna talk about Lindsey Vonn?
I think we should. There are differing opinions about do you try to compete in the Olympics with a torn ACL?
Well, so as someone who has had 3 torn ACLs.
I've never torn knock on wood.
No, yeah, don't throw that out there. I am in no way, shape, or form am I in any sort of fitness parity with Lindsey Vonn. The closest I am to Lindsey Vonn is in age. That's about it. But so she's obviously fit as hell and has many, many medical professionals caring for her and giving her advice. I understand why she would want to do it one last time. She's 41, this last Olympics. But mechanically, the job of your ligaments in your knee, important when you're choosing a sport that requires you to be balanced and going at a rapid rate. So was she 13 seconds into her run? It was
I don't
something
know.
like 12 or 13 seconds. I just And I saw yesterday she had 3rd surgery. So I didn't follow up with what particular surgery she had. I know she broke her leg. I don't know in how many places. I don't know what. But if you just think about the ligaments, they're there to support the bones. They're attached to the bones on the top and the bottom. And so I just think that was probably bad advice. Like, it was a week. It wasn't like if it was a couple of months. So it was weeks. So there's still inflammation and all of that. I don't know that that was the right idea to let her ski. You?
Well, I don't know that anyone could have stopped her. Like,
Yes, true.
in fairness, like, she retired I think she retired, like, what, 2019 because of all the damage
Mm,
to her knees,
yeah.
but, she wanted to come back and, like, I mean, it's the freaking Olympics, and while we see it every 2 years, right, but it's 4 years to the next Winter Olympics,
Well, it's
and
their
so
3 plus years of training in between every
and
cycle of
so it's like,
Olympics, yeah.
I mean, so I get it, I get so I mean, it's so hard, I think I wouldn't know because I'm not awesome at anything. No, I'm just kidding. But, like, to train for something your whole life, and that is your life. If you are skiing at her level, that is your life. And so at 41 years old, say, "I'm done?"
Yeah.
Like,
Or
God,
and to
that's
go
gotta
out.
be hard.
Yeah,
And to
and to
go
go
out
out that way. Yeah, so
yes.
close to the I totally understand why she would be like, "Just clear me, tape me up, like, let's go, I can do this." And, I mean, she would definitely have strong muscles all around her legs to support the bones and ligaments that were there, so theoretically, but rough.
And
I
as
just
aggressive
saw those videos and I was like, "Oh, no, this is bad." Poor girl.
poor girl, poor girl.
Yeah.
What is the, medal count right now?
Too many to not enough. I don't think traditionally either the US or Canada always win in the Winter Olympics. Like America almost always wins in the Summer Olympics, but I don't think that you're a surefire bet in the Winter Olympics. It's like Norway and those countries seem to excel, right?
Canada.
Well, I
You're just
think
as cold.
yeah, that's true. But I don't think we have the same access. Now, obviously, athletes go elsewhere to train, but it's not like there's the Rocky Mountains. A lot of the Olympic sports are set up in Quebec. You'll see a lot of the snowboarders are from Quebec. But I don't know. I don't know why not Canada. It's probably down to funding and access because I know always the Olympians in Canada, there's Home Depot, I think it was, had a big promotion giving them part-time jobs to help subsidize because they aren't completely subsidized. So, and maybe in the US they're not, but I feel like they are, and
No
also
idea.
subsidized to have the whitest teeth on TV. They're always so perfectly coiffed and their teeth are always white. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, in your spare time, you go to the orthodontist full time." So I don't know why Canada, we traditionally have just kind of dominated in a couple of sports, hockey, men's hockey being one, and I'm saying that knowing full well they're starting to play today. But we're definitely a winter sport, Winter Olympics over Summer Olympics country. What's your preference, winter or summer?
That's hard, I don't know, because I love gymnastics, and
Yeah,
I love sprinting, like, I love to watch the sprinters, like, I am just
yeah, the race,
enthralled by it,
yeah.
but just for anyone who if you want a current who's winning the Olympics right now, it's Norway.
It is Norway,
They
okay,
have well,
yeah.
so it's Norway, Italy, and the United States for the top 3 positions. Norway has 13 medals, Italy has 14, and the US has 13, but Norway has 7 golds, and so that puts them in 1st.
Did you see the Italian speed skater? We were talking about notable Olympians. So her name is Francesca Lollobrigida, like Gina Lollobrigida. And she won 2 gold medals at the Olympics. But in her first one, she took, what was it, a 3,000-meter race on her birthday in her
Aw.
home country with her husband and her young son watching. So she was the first, if I recall, the first Italian woman to win a gold medal in speed skating. She was also the oldest, God forbid, at 35, I think she is. 30, yeah, 35 that day. Oldest woman ever. And to do it in your home country with your kiddo and your husband. Oh my God, talk about a story. That place was cheering like crazy. That's what I love about the Olympics. It's not about where you're from. It's about, "Oh my God, what's your backstory? And you got this."
That's what I was saying, I love the stories, but even in just what you said, her youngest. So how many children does she have?
No, did I say her youngest? I think she just has one. Her young, like a little tiny.
Youngin. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I heard
I think
wrong.
she just
But
has the one.
but as I think through that, like, men, props to you, like, these athletes are incredible, all this stuff, but, like, women who have had children and still can compete at an Olympic level, like,
Yeah.
the level of commitment that is, because even if you stay in shape your entire pregnancy, I wouldn't know because I sat on the couch and got super fat and it was
I mean, round shape.
well, in fairness to me and myself, I usually stick to like, vegetables and lean proteins. And I couldn't eat meat when I was pregnant for the first like
Mm,
trimester. Like I was like, give me
barf.
carbs. I couldn't smell it. I would walk into a restaurant and have to turn out and walk the other way. Like I'm just like,
Yeah.
give me
Can't
f-
do it.
give me all the things I don't normally eat, like mac and
Yeah.
cheese
Yeah.
and if I wasn't eating, I was like vomiting. So it was like
Yeah.
I just had to stuff my face constantly. But anyway, it's not about me. So going back, everything's about me.
But to be able to stay in tip-top shape through that, despite that,
Like,
because it's not like you don't take the 9 months off and just say, "I'm gonna sit on the couch for 9, I'll be back." Not to stay at that level. I know,
no,
incredible,
no,
incredible.
she's incredible. She's
Yeah.
incredible.
All of them, really. The amount of time away from home it must be, let alone the training.
It's crazy. And also, just a little humble brag on the United States of America. That's very Chevy Chase of me. Well, I mean, there's a lot of Americas out there. Anywho, so we won the gold in the men's 1,000 meter. Jordan did, and and he set a new Olympic record, which is impressive. I
I
mean,
do love it, especially when it's, their personal best and an Olympic record and a world record. When you
I
get
mean,
those combos, you're like, "Oh my god, how does that feel?" They must be so damn excited. To beat your own best, you're like, "Okay, adrenaline was pumping." But to beat it all, have a record, be in the books,
I wouldn't know how that
dream. I
feels
wouldn't know either.
at all.
I wouldn't know
I
either.
mean, I went on a jog and I'm still paying for it.
Oh, yeah. How is everything going in the
Well, it hurts. And so I
Yeah.
went to my primary care doctor, who, by the way, I love because I get in there and I'm like, listen, like this, I've been going to a chiropractor. Like, I can't get this to feel better. And so he's like, yeah, I'm just going to put you in for some PT. And then he's like, oh, you need a physical. And I was like, oh, I'll schedule one. He's like, let's just do it now. He changed the appointment to a physical, which like doctors don't do.
Yeah, I was like,
Don't make me come back in. I mean, he has a lab place right there. So, he's like going through and scheduling everything. And then I'm like, I also feel like I hate everyone all the time. He's like, yeah, it's probably your hormones. I'm like,
yeah,
cool.
I was like,
I'm like, do we want to test them? And he goes, no, I can tell you you probably need hormone replacement therapy. We'll start you on progesterone and estrogen and we'll do a small dose and we'll see how you feel. And then we'll just up it from there. And
"Cheers to this, doctor.
I
Well
mean,
done, sir."
he was just like, "No."
How
I
old is
mean,
he? Guess ballpark.
I'd say he's, like, late like, early 50s, like
I'm into it. I'm here for you,
he's, like, the
doc.
best. He's like, "We're gonna it's time for your colonoscopy." He's like, "It's time for this." Like, "Here, I'm putting orders in." What else? I mean, did my labs. Like, I just appreciate so much. And it's not even the money that it costs to go because that's covered by insurance, but, like, him caring about my time.
Yes. Like,
And,
he's
like,
just
you're
actually being
here.
efficient. Like, "You're here
Yeah,
anyways. Let's get these other things done. And then while you're here, do I need to test them? No, they're probably out of whack. Let's start here and then see if you feel better. And then if you're not, then we can go from there."
yeah.
Kudos to you, doc.
I mean, with going to see him for my booty/leg. I don't even know the muscle that's hurting. That's
Yeah.
how
This
weird it
general
is.
vicinity. In this general vicinity of my
I
butt and my leg.
I just know that when I drive, my sciatic nerve is on fire and it's terrible. Anyways, so, I was like, "Kudos to you, doctor." Also, I'm looking forward to a kinder Christy moving forward.
I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with the roller coaster of emotions when you've got your hormones rebalance. That'd be nice.
The one thing
Yeah.
he doesn't prescribe, though, is testosterone. He's like,
Well, there's
there's just
no
not enough research on it."
there's no clinical trial on women to be able to know what the dose is. But how about we just start with a little bit and let us see where we get from there? And if you actually had to have a group of ladies like volunteer for that clinical trial, sign me the fuck up. Like, let's go.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Obviously, I'm a little testy. Maybe I don't need testosterone, but I would like to know for sure. I would like to be less tired. And Maybe just feel like I could move mountains. That would be great. Can we go back to skating for a quick sec and
Sure,
the
sure.
US team? By chance, since you love skating, did you watch the skater, I wanna say his name right, Maxim Nomov? He is the kid whose parents died in the plane crash that killed many of the US Olympic skating team last year.
Um, I did not,
Do you
and
remember the story though when
I
I think
do.
there was 11 people? So both of his parents were skating coaches and they were both killed. And so he skated yesterday, I think, Tuesday night. He skated and wasn't meant to be top 10, but he got a standing ovation from everyone in the audience because they knew what he had gone through. And I think he finished 12th, which lets him qualify to go forward. And I'm not sure if he's gone forward. I don't know when the next piece is, but if you're watching skating, watch for him, Maxim Nova. No, sorry, I see it. Maxim Nomov, Naumov, on Team USA. What a story.
I will definitely go back and look. In fairness, I have not been able to watch, as much of the Olympics as I would like because, well, on Friday, my son got sick, and then turns out he had the flu. So I've been inside with ch and then now my kids are off school for I don't even know what, for the next
Isn't President's Day on Monday?
yeah, but I think it's, like, parent-teacher conferences too. I don't even know what's happening. I
If
mean
it was parent-teacher conferences, I would hope you know about it because you're
well,
supposed to be at it.
I have mine scheduled, already had Presley's, Colton missed his because he had the flu.
Yeah.
And again, kudos to my doctor because before I saw him this week, I sent him a note on Monday when Colton tested positive. I'm like, "Hey, bruh, I'm gonna need something." And he called me in Oxfluza, and I'm like, "Let's go." I love my doctor.
I love your doctor. The flu seems to be quite rampant around your house this year because,
It's
like, Presley
really well, she had flu A, Colton had flu
yeah,
B. But
gross.
when I went into their pediatrician's office, which by the way, I love how they work. They're amazing. And they also have like if you're sick, they just do walk-ins. Like you can walk in and usually you only have to wait about 15, 20 minutes. There was every single seat in the entire place taken. Like
You can walk in any time of day, or they hold certain hours for walk-ins?
I think it's now any time of day. Like, so it's basically, it's usually it takes like no time to get in there at all because they reserve some of their staff just to do this, which I love. Like
Yeah,
as a
which
parent,
is
it's like,
great.
oh, we can see you next Tuesday. I'm like, the kid's sick now, and I don't want to go to urgent care. You guys know my kids. So, anyways, man, I just will say this. I have very good doctors in my life.
You do have good doctors in your life, and
Very
we
good
need
care
more.
providers.
We need more like that. Like, hey, let's be efficient and not always worried about, oh, that's a separate thing you will have to come back for, and I can rebill for that. Let's just be efficient with your time and my time, and also the health system's resources. I'm here. Let's get it all done.
Let's get it done.
Yeah.
I gave my blood on the way out, and I'm like, I looked him up at 2 in the morning because as I do. And my labs were back. So I got
No,
a notification, and so what do I do?
you're like, I need to Google all of these results.
No, I don't Google them, I just put my results into AI
Chat. Yeah.
and
Tell me,
say, "Tell
chat,
me
what's
what
this
this
mean?
means."
And what did chat say?
Well, it turns out I'm actually very healthy with one exception.
Is it cholesterol?
Is my bad cholesterol is too high and
High.
my good
Good
cholesterol is
cholesterol.
too low.
Too low.
So, I'm healing from getting my eyebrows redone and my lips re-tattooed, permanent makeup, whatever. You're not supposed to, like, sweat a lot for the first few days, but do know that that cholesterol number's coming down quickly.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it
From exercise, also diet is a good one. But funny enough, it
diet and
actually
exercise.
it will come down it should come down with you being on HRT because that is one of the other things as we get into perimenopause that magically goes out of whack is your cholesterol. So,
Well, that makes me feel even better, Kelly.
yeah, I mean, it's not permission to eat a bunch of shit food, but it is definitely something that even I noticed mine in my mid to late 40s was going up. And I'm like, that's so weird. I haven't changed anything. Like, I haven't changed anything about my diet. Why is my cholesterol going up? And then now I'm on HRT and it seems to have leveled off.
Is HRT
Fun.
hormone replacement therapy?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
'Cause for a second, I was like,
HRT.
What is she talking about? I love that we're like Olympics hormones, Olympics
I
hormones,
mean, it
Olympics
is the
hormones.
ups and downs of both, right?
Okay, what are the sports we hate
Other sports we hate.
or just don't understand?
You know
Like,
what sport I don't get excited about as much in the Winter Olympics is that duathlon type cross country ski and then shoot. I'm like, who
I
came
forget
up
that
with that? And
existed.
also, if you asked me to cross country ski like they ski and then stop, point something, and hit a target, I would be there for. There is not enough ammunition produced in the world to give me enough to hit that fucking target if my heart rate is as high as it would be if I skied like they do. How they stay steady is incredible. That one, I find it just a bit dull. It would be like if they added ice fishing. It would be like, boo.
Do you like to watch curling?
I do, but I'm Canadian. I have to like curling because who hasn't curled? Have you curled ever? Well, see, it's like I said to Andrew this morning, it's like shuffleboard just on ice. And so, which is traditionally probably an older sort of sport reserved only for cruise lines and retirement villas.
I
But
love shuffleboard, okay? There's
okay, so
plenty.
imagine doing
Yeah.
shuffleboard on skates, but one of your feet is super slippery, but you get to yell, hard! Hooray! I love the sweeping. We used to have to take it in phys ed in high school, and we
Wow.
loved it. And
That's
then
how
it
you know you're
became
from the frozen
that
tundra. Oh,
from where?
the frozen tundra.
The frozen tundra, the frozen fundra. If you're from Canada, I shouldn't speak for all of Canada. I can only speak for growing up in Ontario, but we definitely did it in high school, which is great. And the curling rink was, a walk down to the community center from our high school. And then as you do it, not to be good, but at least to understand how to play and what the rules are, then you do it in the evenings as an adult with booze.
Well, that's a great idea. Let's
I
put me on
know.
ice with booze.
I
The
know.
last time I did that,
one slippery shoe, one sticky shoe, one slippery shoe.
that is
Give her a couple G&Ts and then get her to throw this weapon down this aisle and give her a stick and make her yell. Do you like it more now, though?
I mean,
now you're interested.
Here's the deal. I think I would love to play it. I'm just like watching it. I'm like,
I think if you know the rules, like I was watching, the U.S. team was in the gold, mixed
what's the
U.S.
broom?
in the gold with. That's to sort of change the direction or maintain the direction of the rock as it's going down the ice. And the U.S. was playing Sweden for gold, the mixed doubles. And I got to say, the guy threw the last rock and he fucked it up. So it's kind of like, bro, that was your chance to win. And they lost. So Sweden got the gold. But when you know, you're kind of like, ooh, you become an armchair expert. You're like, okay, you're going to have to slip that rock behind you. They put that as a blocker and you're going to slip behind. And then when they do it, you're like, see, I knew it, nailed it. Could never fucking do that when I was actually playing. But in your mind, you're like, I know where I want this rock to go. And then your rock is like, JK, I'm going to go in this totally other direction. It is fun.
It looks
It's
like
not so
fun.
much a fitness thing. It is fun. But bury your elbows and your hips because you're going to
Okay.
bruise them both.
So, like, we got to get into like first, last, whatever's right. So, what do you think is the most popular, most watched Olympic winter sport?
I want to say ski jumping. The big long and then Superman fly, only for the sheer, please don't wipe out, but also, please, I hope someone wipes out. I'm going to say ski jumping.
Okay, you sick fuck.
Am I right, though? I can be a
No,
sick
you're
fuck.
not.
No,
It's alpine skiing.
like Super G, slalom, that stuff.
That's
Okay.
globally. For the US, it's figure skating.
Okay.
And then the most intense fan base is, you got it, sister. What is the least watched sport of the Olympics? The Winter
In
Olympics.
Winter Olympics? It's probably a sport that I don't even know is an Olympic sport because I haven't watched it unless it's that cross country with the shooting.
It's curling. And here's why.
Is that in the US or in the world?
No, that's just across the board. Because
Boo.
it's slower paced.
Mm-hmm.
It's much more strategy than like explosive, like athleticism, right? Like, I mean,
Okay.
because, like there's guys at a bar going, I could fucking do that.
Exactly. All of us are at home going, you dumb asshole.
You
should have
dumbass. But it appeals most to Canadians and
Yeah.
Europeans. The rest of the world doesn't seem to really give two shits.
So this is just strictly when they do a poll that the denominator is high because there's not enough Canadians or Europeans to actually outweigh the vote. So on the balance.
Isn't that the never mind.
Well,
That's
I
kind
mean,
of the
no, there's
point.
just more Americans who can vote because there's only a
Okay,
few Canadians. 10-1. Anyways.
I hate when I have to tell you that you potentially are right. Hold please.
Oh, I can't wait. Tell me where I'm right.
You are, in fact, right.
The
It's
math?
actually, no, it's nope, sorry, never mind, you're wrong still.
Oh,
So, it's the Nordic combined, where it's like you ski jump and then you cross country race.
okay. That is the least popular?
That
Not
is the
curling.
least
Least watched. Okay. Do you think that which Olympics is watched more, winter or summer?
I don't know. Let us go to the AIs.
I do know actually.
It's summer. It has definitely summer.
And
The
summer has
Olympics started
more sports too.
Yeah, Olympics, it makes sense. The Olympics was started in Athens, Greece, right? And so it's warm there. I mean, it's not
It's
like
warm.
they're not like luging. They're not like, "Hey, let's go throw ourselves down a treacherous." I mean, I don't understand luging. Again, I'm like, but again, for people who like they're become what are they?
Yeah, what are they called?
What are you called?
Lugers?
A
I'm a
luger?
lugist? A
I'm a
lugist?
lugist? Like a
I
gymnast?
don't
I don't know.
know.
Anyways, again, like whoever hates their life enough to be like, I'm going to go down
Go
this.
down this. Well, between the bobsled, the luge, and the skeleton, like you have 3 opportunities to break your melon going down an icy track. I don't
Which
know
one
why.
which one are you taking if you have to pick one of them? Which one would Kelly get in?
I think I would go in the bobsled only because at least you're slightly more protected by the sled, and there are more people to absorb the impact.
Same, sis. Well, let's look. What is the most dangerous winter sport?
It's gotta be the skeleton. Please, head first, 60 miles an hour down a concrete ice wrapped fucking trail.
What
No?
is wrong with people? Okay, Kelly, it is in fact the luge.
See?
So
Can
I
you
think
imagine if your 8-year-old was like, you know what, Mom, I want to go to the Olympics. And you're like, I'm here for it, honey. I'm so proud of you. What am I going to do? Luge.
so. The skeleton is a close contender. But the luge and the skeleton carry the highest injury risk because of the speed and limited protection. Alpine skiing is also on there.
It would be. Oy.
I just don't. When people crash, I'm like, I have to look away.
I have to look away.
I can't.
No, I can't do it. And my daughter-in-law, Bella, I know you love it when I talk about you on the podcast. So Bella is an amazing skier and like super G type, and where you go through those, try not to hit the flag, go on the outside the flag. And she skied at a very, very high level for a long time. And then unfortunately she had to stop. But she still skis at quite a rate of speed. And I'm like, is there a part in your mind that's like, ooh, if I fall, this is really, really going to hurt? Because that's perpetually on my mind when I have any kind of ski or snowboard strapped to my legs. And I'll actually include like a skateboard in that. I'm like, if I fall, this is really going to hurt. When they hit the snow fences, like, I'm just like, oh God, this is such a terrible, terrible idea. But
Yeah,
it must be thrilling. Otherwise, why do they do it?
Well, I mean, I think that you can't be scared because if you are, then you're gonna fall. Like in my life and the sports that I've done, like I was a very good water skier and I actually picked up snow skiing. I haven't gone very often, pretty quickly. But it's like the times that I get scared is when I like fuck up.
Yeah, because you're tense.
Because you tense up and you like versus just go with it. Like, hey, we're going down this hill. And also I'm older now and I'm like risk versus reward.
Exactly.
Like,
And
am I feeling amazing?
the repair cycle is much slower. Take, for example, your run.
It wasn't a run, Kelly. It was
Your
a
jog.
jog. maybe a jog, and then I
Yeah.
sprinted across a street like a fucking idiot, okay?
Yeah.
Like,
Listen, I did a yoga sculpt class on Monday night, and I still have to hold the wall to sit down on the toilet, and it's Thursday. You just don't repair like you used to. So, no, I won't be getting in a luge sled anytime soon.
it ain't
Take
if it
me
ain't
100
hurting, it
years.
ain't working, that's what they say, right? So,
Okay.
we've got a major holiday coming up, it's almost Valentine's Day.
Yeah. I was like,
Ew.
we do? What's the holiday?
What do you and Andrew do for
Valentine's
Valentine's Day, or do
Day.
you do anything?
We don't really do anything. It's kind of like Happy Valentine's Day. Maybe there's a card, or we might go for dinner, but we don't do anything. And I'm totally okay with that. I just don't. I love, but I don't know. Too much pressure. Valentine's Day. No.
Percent. I'm like, "Just acknowledge it. Maybe bring me a flower."
Yeah.
But, like, it's funny because these huge I mean, actually, well, I'm going out for Galentine's dinner tonight.
I do love the excuse of Galentine. Yeah, I'm here. Like if a holiday got co-opted by women and now we take Galentine's trips and I'm like, okay, now we're doing
Yeah.
something really
I'm
good with
I'm
that
I'm here
holiday.
for that. I'm like, "Yeah, let's go out."
Bottomless mimosa brunch. Yes,
Well,
please.
we're going to dinner tonight. I know it's fancy, but there's, like, 5 of us, and someone was like, "Do you wanna do a Galentine's?" I'm like, "Anything that lets me go out and eat and drink with you people works for me."
Yes, please.
But Presley has a volleyball tournament, so I will be inside. No, it's good. I love it. It's so much fun. It's just they're so long. Like, can't we just like play a
Can it
bunch
be
of
half
games and
day?
get out? I mean, can we just like play a bunch of games and go? Like the waiting and the reffing and the I mean, I know I
How
shouldn't bitch.
many oranges do I need to slice this weekend? Well, I do love Galentine's. I don't have that planned, but the other day I went out for lunch with a former colleague who I love, and we went to this restaurant in Anaheim, and they had a Mad Hatter themed Galentine's high tea, and it was equal parts awesome and adorable. The women were so
Amazing.
dressed up, so many Mad Hatters in there, and the teacups were gorgeous. I was just like, damn, I wish I knew that's what was going on when we came here for lunch. I would have done it for sure.
Oh my gosh, give me a
It was
reason to go
adorable.
wear a ridiculous hat, please. Thank you.
I
I don't
know.
own any, but like I aspire to that.
I
Like
would get one. Yeah, I would
I
get
would go
one
I
for
would
that.
go purchase one for sure. Valentine's Day is not it's just so I mean, and there's meaning behind it, right? Saint Valentine and caring and love, but, like, the fact that it became this Hallmark holiday of ridiculousness is just like I'm like, "Okay." That's just like, "Okay."
And when you were a
It's not
kid and they gave out the Valentines in class or we could buy roses or carnations or whatever, and it just becomes a popularity contest and somebody always feels really left out. I'm just like, "Oh,
well, how they do it now, Kelly, is
you
you
have
have
to
to
do it
give
for
one
everyone?"
for everyone.
Yeah.
And, like, with Colton's class, I mean, Presley filled out hers for her whole class, but also hold on, bad mom moment in a coming bad mom in moment loading. So, Presley Colton, they just have you put from. They don't put names on them, they're like, whatever. So
Or you just kinda distribute them.
yeah, I mean, it's just like and he got them like they're like cheese puffs, like, they're not candy or whatever. I mean, probably more toxic, but whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
So,
Orange dye number 10.
right? So, here, have some cancer.
Here's some heart disease and cancer. Happy Valentine's Day. Love you so
This
much.
went dark very quickly. So, Presley, they had their Valentine's parties on Wednesdays. They also had a half day on Wednesday because parent teacher conferences, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, so I've been with my kids a whole lot. So, pardon me if I like blink and be like, is this my reality? Am I really here? But she, the night before, is like, oh, I need a Valentine's Day box. I'm like, what? You've never had one before? And I am not crafty. Okay. Like, I can't cut a straight heart. Not that hearts are straight, but like, I can't make it. Like, just I suck at this stuff, and I'm like, "Listen, bruh, I'm not blah, blah, blah." So she made one. Actually, she made a whole, like, a vanity. Hers was a vanity with, like,
She had high
products glued to
expectations
the
for
top.
distribution of her
I'm like,
Valentine.
"Look at you." Well, she's
I
like, "It's
mean,
my last year to do it, mom. They don't do this in 6th grade." Well, I know. I had totally so and Colton had the flu, and so I'm like, "It's a half day. I'm just gonna have him stay at home." But then he wanted to go to his basketball game last night. So I was like, "Well, here's how that works. Then you go to school." I mean, he wasn't
mhm.
contagious at this point. So So he, like, begrudgingly goes to school. I forget to bring him a box. So I'm like, when I drop him off, because he was also angry with me at this point. My son is always mad at me right now. I'm either the best thing in the world or I'm ruining his life. When I took his iPad today, he tried to run away and then also said, "You're ruining my life," which I'm like, "Great, this is looking fantastic. You're only
Feels
7.
like
I can't imagine you being a teenager." But
feels
anywho,
like I'm crushing this week.
killing it. Come home. I'm like, "What happened to the little boy that's been laying on me for
Yeah.
5 days and breathing my air? Can he come back actually? That was actually better. Sorry you didn't feel good." Anyways, but so I come home, and I'm late. I have an appointment my doctor's appointment that I had to get to. So I run home and I'm like, "Surely there's a shoebox in this house somewhere." I found one. It's a mess. But I slapped a piece of red construction paper over it and wrote Colton and just drove it back up to the school. It was like the absolute worst.
You could have just said, though, "Oh, Colton, I brought the box you made. Sorry, I forgot." Just
No.
blame him for the underperformance.
No, I was like, "I'm not crafty here."
Beautiful. I mean, what are you gonna you can't win. Anyways, he's gonna forget it at school anyways.
He brought it home, and then but actually his so funny shit kids say. So they played, the team they played yesterday was Kansas School of the Deaf. So I wanted to prep don't even laugh, Kelly. I'm gonna let you cut that from this podcast, and I'm gonna start over. You can just cut this whole section. Okay. So, they were playing Kansas School of the Deaf, and so I wanted to prep Colton for this, right? Because I'm like, they're not gonna say anything, and if they get mean faces, like, make sure you watch your face, okay? Because and he's like, "Mommy, they can't hear," and I'm like, "No, buddy." And I was like, "Well, some can hear to varying levels." Like, "Well, why?" I'm like, "Well, most of them were born that way." And he's like, "Why?" And I'm like, "What song do you wanna listen to?" And then but he goes, "I kinda want them to win."
Aw.
And I was like, "That is so sweet, I love you so much." You know how long that lasted?
2 seconds into the
Un
game.
until a little blonde girl, like, basically dunked on his ass, and Colton's like, "Let's go."
Let's fucking go. Let me say it real clear for you so you can read these lips. Let's fucking go.
He is so funny. So his team, there are varying levels of, like,
Ability.
abilities and understanding of the game and whatever, and Colton is a ball hog.
Mm.
He is the kid that well, in fairness, no one passes it except for the kids who are afraid to shoot the ball, but or don't want
Don't give me this ball. Take it away.
at one point, there's this little boy on the team, and he's the cutest thing, and he maybe comes up to Colton's shoulder, and he's Colton's very tall.
I know, but that's a big distance at that age to be that much smaller. But anyways, go on.
Colton's very tall. And this kid is, like, by the basket, and it's his own team, and Colton's in front of him, and he's got his hands up, he's like, "Pass me the ball." I'm like, "Bro, let him shoot."
He's right there.
Like, you're in the same
It's funny.
spot on the court, and
Yeah.
Colton's like, "Give me the ball." It was I
Dear.
laughed. I don't usually get to watch Colton play basketball because
You're
his
with
dad is the
Presley's volleyball?
coach. Well, his dad's
Oh,
the coach, so we can't switch out. So if Presley has volleyball, I have to go there because I mean,
yes, he's coaching basketball.
I'm
Yeah,
not
that makes
I'm not
sense.
gonna coach a bunch of freaking first grade boys basketball. I'd rather
No, because then there will be crying, and it will be
I'll be
them, not
like,
me. I'd be a
"You
terrible
pulled
coach
your
of
head
little
out of
boys.
your ass!
The hell is wrong with you, kid?
Dribble the damn ball!"
Yeah,
We're
definitely
going
some
the other
childhood
way
trauma.
now. And also
You
too, they do that.
dummy.
They switch at the half, right?
Half,
They
yeah.
switch baskets, which I'm
When
just
then they
like,
go the wrong way.
why are we making this
Why are
harder
we
for them?
complicating it? Yes.
Clearly, like, this is a lot anyways, but whatever. It's fine. It was hilarious. I laughed for the entire game. There was something funny that happened every single play, and there was this little boy, on the other team, and he was so expressive, and he again came to, like, Colton's shoulders, and he, like, mocked my son in his face,
Love. I love it.
and
Shade.
Colton's like
6-year-old shade. Can I
7,
say
but
some
yes.
can I say something back? Mom told me I wasn't allowed to I had to watch my face.
Yeah.
Boy. He was
told
probably muttering some dirty words under his breath to
yeah,
get back.
well, Colton scores and he, like, goes and does a dance. I mean, I'm like, "Okay, can we
Okay.
not?" Like,
Simmer down, simmer
it's
down.
cute, but whatever.
Too much.
Anyways,
We
Colton won't
we
be losing anytime soon. He
he
hates
won't be
bread.
losing, and he will not be winning the decorating contest for his Valentines either.
I mean, he might. It
He
just
might.
you know,
Not as long as mom's making it.
when I thought it when I found out I was pregnant with Presley, I thought I'd be one kind of mom. Like, I thought I would get, like, just, like, some
You'd
sort of
be like super, super mom, wholesome, make banana bread every day, make their breakfast and decorate their lunch. And then you were
and
like,
write notes.
fuck that.
I'm like, "Here, get lunch at school. I'm not messing with any of this."
It's too much. It's too much. You can't be all the things. So you have to choose which ones you're going to do. Okay, can we go back to the Olympics before we hit an hour here? There's one subject we didn't cover that I have to cover. Can we talk about the Canadian Lululemon outfits? What the fuck? Have you looked them up? Did you see
I'm
the
going
opening
to now.
ceremony?
I watched
My
part of
lord.
the ceremony.
Okay, well, I just want to say you're a brand person. Nowhere in the Canadian palette, am I aware, is there brown or burgundy. It is red and it is white. So, what in the actual hell is going on with these scarf slash ponchos that don't cover your ass with the leaf that make you look like a
Hold
flying
on, now
squirrel?
I'm dying to see this.
It's terrible.
I can't find him, Kelly.
Just look up Lululemon Team Canada Milan Olympics and then be prepared to be underwhelmed and slightly disappointed for my country. Terrible, terrible. Back in the day, Roots used to do the Olympics outfits for Canada, and they were coveted. Like, I went and bought at stupid prices the mitts and the toques. Toque is a beanie, by the way. Now it's Lululemon because Lulu was started in Vancouver, BC, and so it's a Canadian company, but so is Roots. Can we go back to that day?
They charge too much.
Yeah. Who, Roots or Lulu? They both are. They both
I
charge
don't
too
know.
much.
I don't even know what Roots is. I don't own any Lululemon. Yeah, those are,
They're
not
terrible. They're terrible. At least Ralph Lauren has you Americans looking stylish. Now, the one exception, and it won't be Lululemon who made it, was this snowboard cross that I watched this morning. And he was in like a fitted, I don't think it was one piece, I think it was two pieces, but it almost looked pleathery and it was black. And then on the bottom of his leg, there was a reddish maple leaf trimmed in white with burgundy. That one I'll give you. That one looked good, but that was probably Carbon or some other ski company. It was definitely not Lululemon, but Lululemon was terrible. Just wanted to say that. Sorry you had to wear that stupid scarf and people mocked you for looking like a flying squirrel.
I mean, I it's arguably not my favorite, but
Well, there were a couple though. There was one country
I
had
mean
like Michelin Stay Puft white poofy pants, and then Brazil had black ones that looked like garbage bags. And I'm like, who's chosen all these outfits? It's
but,
weird.
like, just on the Americans' outfits, like, it's very boring.
Well, it is a lot of white this year, but at
But
least you
it's
look a little
very
more classy.
I mean, it was classy, but also kinda boring.
Everybody is a little boring. Maybe it's really cold and they just want to choose warmth over style. I don't
I don't
know.
know. I don't know. But yeah.
I suffice to say, I will not be going out and buying any of the Lulu gear for this Winter Olympics, like I have done almost every other Winter and Summer Olympics, quite frankly, because this one was swing and a miss. But
You
if you
buy
do need a
gear?
new agent, yeah, God, yes, I love the Olympics.
I loved them more when I actually got to watch them. Again, remember, I have small children, so I'm, like,
Yeah,
running around and, like, by the time by the time I'm done, I'm just, like I watched my couple of things, but I love the emotion behind the Olympics, and I love the idea of it, and I love the spirit and the brotherhood. Like, the world needs to come together more like that in everyday life, in my opinion.
agreed. And I think so many of the ads are all geared towards that, which is way more my style than some other sporting event ads. So I just love it like you love football.
Speaking of football and ads, what was your favorite Super Bowl commercial?
Nah, Liquid IV, their pee commercial. Did you see it?
I did. I
I loved it because we had no idea where that commercial was going. We're like, is this a doctor's commercial? What is this a commercial for? And then it was Liquid IV to watch your pee. And I was like, fucking brilliant. If you just wanted to break through and get my attention, you got it. I was dying to see what it was about.
You did it just because I thought it was. This is not from a marketing perspective, but just from maybe this is why I needed a hormone replacement. I loved DoorDash's 50-cent commercial.
God, it was good too, right? And he's like throwing shade the whole time.
The whole time. He's like, I've been called to troll, maybe the blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, and then there's the cheese.
And he's like, oh, look, they have combs.
They have combs. And then there was the Gyrule reference. Like, I was just like, that to me. And I guess, again, I mean, I'm just not in the place you're getting any heartstrings, right?
Yeah,
but could we over-index on celebrities for this Super Bowl? And also, and the only reason I watched the game was honestly for the commercials this time because the Chiefs weren't playing. And
that's the only reason I ever watched the game. The snacks, and
I
the
watched
commercials.
the snacks, and I watched the first half, and it was an incredible game from a defensive perspective.
I will give you that too.
I mean,
well into like the third quarter, it was like, it is a high likelihood that the only MVP of this game is going to be the kicker. That boy was the only one who had scored anything. Who knew?
God.
He definitely was doing his job. It was a bit of a snooze though, just in general.
It was. But that commercial cracked me up. But I was just amazed by the amount of celebrities.
Yes, there were a lot of celebrity commercials.
And then also, well, I'll just ask you, do you know which category was the absolute highest?
Category of commercials?
Category of like products, like which?
No, I would guess food, but I don't know. I have no basis in why I'm guessing that.
AI. There were so many AI commercials.
Well, Claude was a major sponsor of the game though, right?
I don't know if they were a major sponsor. I didn't look into all of that. No, because when I was watching, I was like, damn, like every other, it felt almost like, I don't remember what Super Bowl it was. I think it was like 98, 9, whatever, maybe 2000, was the .com. Remember, the only one I remember clearly is the Yahoos herding cats. Do you remember that commercial? You need to go watch it. Yahoo herding cats.
Okay.
It is the funniest shit. But it felt very much like this year it was like, hey, what's our strategy? Let's just have a celebrity on. So interesting.
Yeah, it was
like,
I didn't have there's a couple you kind of look forward to. Budweiser always does something cool, but they leaned way more into more serious like national pride, and I get it. I get why you would do that now. And so there were some of them I was waiting for comic relief from the commercials and it didn't come. But otherwise, yeah, my snacks were still good. So that was a win.
I believe that you either need to make me cry or laugh during the Super Bowl. There's nothing in between. I'm either laugh, like, again, that 50 Cent.
Yeah.
I was just like, that is awesome.
Who would hold a grudge? Yeah, that was a good one.
I mean, you don't like.
There were a couple. That was a good one. And the Pepsi co-opting the Coke Bears. I was just like, well done, you cheeky monkeys.
I mean, I hate Diet Pepsi.
Sure.
But that was good. Like, I was that was some funny like,
that's a head-to-head without even being head-to-head. I was just like, ooh, I see what you're doing there.
And do you remember, I don't know if they had these in Canada, but do you remember when they did the taste tests for Pepsi and Coke? Right. So like, that's right at Gen X boomers, right? So,
yeah.
I mean, it's like, it's nostalgic, and then taking Coke's nostalgia and putting, there were a
lot of layers on that one where it was like, smart. Yeah,
like,
that was a good one.
That's smart and pretty ballsy. And also, they didn't use celebrities.
Yeah. Well, unless you want to say that the Coke Bears are celebrities, but they're not Pepsi celebrities.
Well,
yeah.
They're not. Yeah, they're not
live humans.
Celebrities. Okay.
Yeah.
They're not real. I mean, they are real.
But here we are back. Rip's not real. What other things are you going to burst my bubble on?
Come to Vertically Unstable, where we tell you all the things that are fake.
Yeah, exactly. Everything around us is fake, but not us. This is as real as we get. Okay, we better wrap this. Oh my God, we're over the hour, but we had lots to talk about. Who doesn't like to extend things when you're talking about the Olympics? Christy, go. I hope you get some time to watch the Olympics. I hope some of the show makes you laugh or cry or celebrate. And in the meantime, enjoy your Galentine's evening. Get all zhuzhed up with your favorite color red
This
and
is
go
the
enjoy your girls. This is it. Well, you already are pretty zhuzhed up. You got a lot of bling. I love it. I'm here for it.
do you
Go
like
enjoy.
bling?
I saw it. I was like, oh, I like that bracelet stack.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've decided that I'm gonna start wearing simpler things, just a lot of bling.
Fair. I decided to wear the sprockets turtleneck because it's freezing. And I had an
Is
early
it
call, and
really?
I do have track pants on the bottom and fluffy socks because I'm basically a work mullet. I just look like I'm business on the top.
Well, I haven't put my jeans on yet. If I could lift my leg up. Oh wait, there it is.
Jammies. Oh my
Jammies
gosh.
on the bottom. I haven't put my jeans on yet, but I will have to do that because I have to take my kid to therapy. All right.
Okay.
On that note,
Love you.
you
Like,
too.
share.
Go
What
ahead.
else? No,
Follow,
you do it. Follow, like,
share,
share.
follow, and
We'll
drop
talk
us
to
a
you next
line
week. Oh,
next
yeah.
week.
Let us
Cheers.
know. What are your favorite or least favorite Olympic sports? We
Ooh,
already
that's a
know
good one.
it's going to be luge. All right. Love you.
Bye.